In 1977, geologist Walter Alvarez was walking through a canyon in Italy when he found a thin, 1 centimeter clay layer that completely lacked fossils. His father, Nobel Prize-winning physicist Luis Alvarez, suggested analyzing its iridium content, a rare element on Earth but common in meteorites. The results were staggering. Iridium levels were off the charts, revealing that 66 million years ago, a 10-kilometer asteroid wiped out the dinosaurs. But what if a similar asteroid was detected today, with an impact predicted to the exact second, but with only 24 hours of warning? How would our global civilization react in its final day? With 24 hours left, emergency protocols would trigger instantly. In the United States, the Planetary Defense Coordination Office, or PDCO, would activate warning systems. But with an object this size, any mitigation plan is useless. This is a global death sentence. As the news breaks, a strange astronomical phenomenon occurs. Because the asteroid is so close, observatories across the world see it in slightly different constellations due to the parallax effect, fueling initial conspiracy theories that the threat is a government hoax. Yet once visual proof is undeniable, the global economy collapses within an hour. Knowing there is no tomorrow, fiat money becomes worthless. Investors try to buy gold or silver, but banking systems freeze completely, halting all trade. By 18 hours, governments would struggle to maintain order. Historically, elites have hidden threats from the public, fearing mass panic. But sociologist E.L. Quarantelli, co-founder of the Disaster Research Center, proved that mass selfish panic is a myth. Decades of research show that during extreme crises, people rarely lose control. Instead, formal institutions fail, as police officers and soldiers abandon their posts to be with their families. Historical cases prove this. During the 3 Mile Island nuclear scare, the public remained completely rational. During the tragic Beverly Hills Club fire of 1977, survivors calmly queued at exits and helped the weak. And during the crash of Flight 1420 in 1999, passengers calmly exited in a disciplined single-file line. With 12 hours remaining, psychological coping mechanisms take over. Researcher Matthew Barr-Billett identified 5 dimensions of apocalyptic thinking, showing that without personal control, people react in distinct ways. Many with strong religious beliefs seek spiritual peace, packing into churches and temples. But most of society experiences what sociologists call catastrophe compassion. The shared awareness of a common fate breaks down selfish barriers, creating intense solidarity. Rather than looting, people retreat to their families. We buffer existential dread by clinging to those we love, while a normalcy bias leads others to continue everyday routines like cooking dinner as their minds refuse to fully process the end. 2 hours before impact, as humanity waits in quiet solidarity, the laws of physics take over the sky. 6 seconds before impact, at 145 kilometers high, the asteroid appears as large as the moon, hurtling at 20 kilometers per second, 60 times the speed of sound. Crossing the Kármán line at 100 kilometers, it hits the atmosphere. Because the air is too thin to slow it down, the crossing takes just 1 second. Physicist Mark Boslow's supercomputer models show that the shockwave cannot expand sideways. The air is compressed under extreme pressure, defined as pressure equals air density times velocity squared, causing rapid adiabatic heating that raises temperatures to 10,000 Kelvin and up to 10 times the surface of the Sun near the asteroid's face. This produces an entry flash so powerful that its thermal radiation sterilizes the surface and ignites cities and forests thousands of kilometers away before the physical rock even touches the ground. Then, the final second, the 10-kilometer rock hits the crust, instantly releasing kinetic energy equivalent to 50 million megatons of TNT. The asteroid and the target crust vaporize instantly. The light flash permanently blinds everything on the facing hemisphere, while a supersonic shockwave circles the planet, flattening civilization. Massive seismic waves, reaching a magnitude of 10 to 11, trigger seiches, massive standing waves in water bodies, burying marine life under sediment thousands of miles away within minutes. To understand the terrifying speed of this global apocalypse, we only have to look at the Hell Creek Rock Formation in North Dakota, thousands of kilometers away from the impact point. Here, geologists discovered a fossilized graveyard of creatures frozen in the exact minutes following the collision. The massive magnitude 10 to 11 earthquake sent violent seismic waves surging through local waterways, creating seiches that tossed fish onto the muddy banks. As a rain of glassy, molten rock droplets called tektites poured down from the sky, these gasping creatures inhaled them. Today, scientists find these tiny glass beads still embedded inside the gills of about 50% of those fossilized fish, preserved alongside traces of extraterrestrial iridium. It is a haunting physical record of a world ending not in days or weeks, but in a matter of minutes. The last 24 hours of Earth reveal a striking contrast. While astrophysics dictates the inevitable mechanical destruction of our biosphere, sociology shows that humanity does not descend into savagery. Faced with the absolute end, our institutions would collapse, but our humanity would endure, defined not by chaos, but by quiet solidarity, love, and catastrophe compassion until the very last second.